betray the dead. The corporation has no body to punish and no soul to condemn, but we will not betray the dead. Arconic's cladding, still referred to as ACM, we will not betray the dead. Those that may wish to divide us are standing beside us, but we are not the puppets that they think we are. That substance is not inside us. You know why? Because we will not betray the dead. They depicted us as simpletons and criminals, mind games despicable, 200,000 people in homes which are just not livable, and Arconic and Celotex still remain invisible. Are they invincible, or do they think we are pitiful little fools? We will not betray the dead. This is a message to the government, and I hope this message breaks through. Regulate them before we regulate you. This is a message to the government, and I hope it gets through. Please arrest them before we arrest you. You had the duty of care towards those people, and we will not betray the dead. It was like black snow on a summer's night and cold shoulders on a summer's day. Invisible violence becomes visible in such a sudden way. Raiden, Raiden, we are deafened by your silence. The tombstone in the sky is blocking out our horizons. Ironically, what protected them from regeneration was a nail in the coffin for 3 generations. 24 months, no arrest made. The image in our head stayed. Stressed faces pressed the windows, looking for an escape. It seems they underestimate this corner of the Westway. Witnesses to the crime. We fear a whitewash is the end game. 14th of June, looked up and felt my heart spasm. We've been waiting 24 months for answers, and still we can't have them. Windows to our souls witness anguish that you can't fathom. No disrespect intended, but Troubled Water was an art anthem. Carnival on the soul of Kelso Cole Crane. What you think will develop on the strength of those names? Over 70 everyday people, no celebrities. We're left here picking up pieces of broken memories. No more to big business, fiddling regulations. Grenfell Action Group, the most tragic of vindications. From the sympathy of a nation to the most uncomfortable of issues. Our dearly departed, please know we love you and we miss you. When invisible violence becomes visible, thinking is uncritical. Listen to some, thinking we're simple and dumb criminals. Hard and battered hearts haven't laughed in a good while, but Stormzy at the Brit Awards made the neighborhood smile. You must be out of your mind if you think we're satisfied with platitudes. Questions for RBKC, Celotex, and Sajid Javid too. As the nihilism sets in and the breakdown start, the slow creep of bureaucratic violence strains our hearts. Feeling like an empty vessel, staring at an empty vessel. Corporate hijack of regulations, very detrimental. Human life the cost, how can we not be feeling sentimental? Goosebumps cross your skin when you feel the death, the breath of death against you. I bet you never went through that cursed night of haunted sounds, that wretched cladding falling down. Since then, death is all around. They say that after every storm, there is a dawn, knocking on heaven's door. We mourn forevermore, live on. A place where the flames took everything that was sacred. We're planting seeds for trees we might not sit in the shade of. Combustible and still legal, regulations feel feeble. This has to be a never again moment. Neoliberalism kills people. For innocence tarnished and beauty that was lost, regulations disregarded, it's the humans that's the cost. Hospitals, hotels and schools, how can we forget that? Up and down the country, there's people sleeping in death traps. We're calling for an end to the disdain. Better bow your heads in silence when we're mentioning their names. We're calling for survivors rehoused in the best place, but still we demonstrate against bonfires of red tape. We're calling for the companies and council held accountable, climbing up the mountain, though its height seems insurmountable. We're calling from the bottom of our lungs, truth, justice and peace for all of the lost ones. We will not betray the dead, because betrayal of them is a betrayal of the living. Thank you very much.